Hey, we back with another show. It's Three Reasons Why. CVP 209. I'm back with my folks.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the 209 Tiger, Stockton in the building. Got some great things coming up for y'all this show. Be ready. We here. We back. And I'm rocking with.
Yo, we back. Let's go. Common Sense Marcus in the building, man. With that boy CDP and, that boy Carl Tiger. Let's get it, man. We back, man. We back. We sorry. We back. Let's get it.
Yeah, we had to take a break. Life gets in the way sometimes. You got to handle your business. Moves had to be made, and the timing had to get right. But we've been thinking about y'all the whole time. We've been gone. A lot of stuff been going on, and we're just back and just ready to get this show started.
There's a lot of things to talk about, but first, let's get into this NFL draft that just finished up. We'll start it off with you, Chris, CDP. What was your favorite pick of the draft? And what was your impression of the draft overall? And what pick didn't you like?
My favorite pick off the draft, I just don't want to be biased and talk about my team, but my favorite pick of the draft, I like I like that guy. I like that guy, Sauce Gardner. I like what the Jets is doing. I like the vibe that Sauce Gardner is bringing, a lot of confidence and all that. But I like what the Jets that pick is doing. But the team, the overall like off season free agents and pickups and all that, I like what the Eagles did. You know what I'm saying? They put together a good off season. They picked up the AJ Brown pickup was big. They made a lot of pickups in the draft. And so the Eagles, they're going to be a whole different team this year coming up. But I like what the Jets is doing. It's going to be a lot of new teams like the Jets. The Miami ain't going to be no joke, no pushover. Of course, the Vikings, I think we're going to have a whole new swag. With our problem wasn't the players. We got exactly what we needed, just changing the coach in the front office. The whole culture has changed. That's what we needed. We needed it up to date, not those 1960s old men pushing that same old thing every day. But was wondering what the 49ers going to do. He going to talk about that later. But yeah, Miami, and Miami, the Eagles, and it was another team. Oh yeah, the Raiders, Miami Eagles, and the Raiders. They made some big moves, a lot of moves. So that's what I'm interested to see. The whole NFL is gonna be fun next year. Chargers got that crazy ass defense, man. Their defense on paper, the Chargers defense look unstoppable.
What was the worst pick you've seen in the first two rounds?
The worst pick I've seen in the first two rounds.
Or let's just say like that shocked you because we can't predict what these dudes are going to be in the league. So I'm just like, you know what I mean? What didn't seem right to you at the time?
I wouldn't say the worst, but the most shocking was Stingley going number 2 or 3 or something like that.
Oh yeah, 3.
That Stingley pick, like I think that shook the whole first round. That changed the whole narrative. But the worst pick probably, and like I say, I've been saying I'm arguing with folks on Facebook. You don't know until they get onto the grass or the turf or whatever. But what the fuck is the Dallas Cowboys doing? Like, I don't understand that. Like the Dallas Cowboys, I don't even like what the hell? Like, I know they big on building an offensive line. They always known for building an offensive line, but like what the hell? Like, huh? They had all the wide receivers on there. They got this quarterback making all this money. Get him some weapons. You just lost probably your best wide receiver. Get him some weapons.
Does it seem like the gap has kind of closed between the Eagles and the Cowboys?
On paper, yeah. On paper. Like I
Just
said,
added AJ Brown, you gonna close that gap, hella, you
I
know.
always have a love for my boy Jalen Hurts. I always had love for him since college. I always had love for him. I wanted him to be a Viking, but he ain't. I still don't give up on him. And now he got some weapons. You know, I still don't give up on him.
Hold on, you said that twice. I still don't give up on him. I still don't give up on him. He must have let you down a bunch of times.
He had a
Not
rough
give up
year.
on him
He had
yet.
a rough last couple of years. It was kind of rough, but I think he was just learning, going through his growing pains. But his leadership and his mind, that's what I always liked about him. His maturity and his mind, the way he carried himself. That's all.
Football. You could be a good man and still not be able to play football.
That's a leader right there. He could play football. He just, people expect Tom Brady type stats and all that. He ain't there yet. He only been in the league 2-3 years. Give him a chance.
I mean,
The sleeper pick, that running back out of Michigan State that went to the Seahawks. That dude is dope. That dude run that damn ball. He run the shit out of that ball. And they, they got Carson out there. Him and Carson are gonna be a problem in Seattle running that ball. But
Seattle had a good draft, but they had, some extra picks for getting rid of Russell. But that pick was a good pick, though. Seattle got stronger, definitely.
made a lot of
on paper, at least.
You know what was funny about Seattle is like they were addressing their offensive line once Russell Wilson was gone. like they go draft a really talented tackle once, once Russell's gone, and all that time he's there, they're just taking dudes off the street or late round picks.
I mean, maybe they gotta protect whatever bum quarterback. I mean, who they got right back there? Not Tyron. I don't know who they're gonna have starting the ball, but they gotta protect whoever. Maybe they always thought Russell could run his way out of some shit. Who knows? But fuck the Seahawks.
But as far as me, there's two that kind of stood out to me, and one is kind of too obvious, but I think the strangest pick I seen was the guy. I think his name was Strange, from New England. New England Patriots drafted some dude. I think his name was like Doctor Strange or Cole Strange or some shit. And I never even heard of this dude, so I was like, wow. Like every once in a while, even as a college football fan, a team makes a pick that has you like, who is that? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never heard of that guy.
Yeah.
But I go right to the very beginning, the very first pick.
Cole Strange.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, Cole Strange.
I think that dude Walker was a mistake. It started off like, man, sometimes, in football, you got teams that try to be so smart they're stupid. So it's just like Jacksonville had a dude in Aiden Hutchinson, and not just because I'm a Michigan fan. I'm like, this dude just worries about football. He's clean off the field, and on top of that, he's going to get you, double-digit sacks a year, play the run. And Detroit made some good moves, but them getting Aiden Hutchinson, like a leader, you know what I'm saying? Like they got some building blocks. They seem like they're cursed out there. So, that's a lot for him to turn it around, but he's that type of dude, that he'll start to get it going. As like favorite pick, besides Aiden Hutchinson, maybe Garrett Wilson to the Jets. I think the Jets had a good draft. Like they were aggressive. They went out and got people. Sauce Gardner, I think he's better than Stingley, but I'm always leery when you hear that word like can't miss. Like, like he's just the cornerback that never gave up anything. Like I'm always leery on guys like that, But Sauce, I mean, he was legit in college. Garrett Wilson. Who else did they pick up? That dude from Florida State, Johnson. The Jets had a good draft. The Ravens had a good draft. They drafted just like a lot of football players.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to talk about. Yeah, the Ravens.
The Niners, I just wasn't moved one way or another by the Niners draft. Dude from USC, Drake Jackson, like, yeah, okay, I was cool with that. All the other picks was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like dudes from small schools, or the guy from LSU. He's cool, but he wasn't nothing to draft that high. Like I think you could have got him in like later on in the draft or something,
The
because he wasn't
quarterback.
even the running back.
Oh, the running back.
I mean, he wasn't somebody even on my radar as someone for the Niners to draft. So it was just like, oh shit, like
Oh,
that
they're
pick
talking
came.
about the Niners draft. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
They Niners drafted a couple linemen, which is good because the old line, what I'm saying, needs reinforcements, but I wasn't moved one way or another by the Niners draft. So, they weren't aggressive. I think for me, the biggest impression I got of the whole draft, teams weren't that interested in this draft. Like, I'm not disrespecting the players. Like, there wasn't a lot of talent in this draft, but it seems like general managers were like, we're cool, because you see the quarterbacks, like what draft do we have nowadays where the quarterbacks are just falling and like nobody wants them, Like teams was passing on the same quarterback, you know what I'm saying, besides Kenny Pickett, who went 20, but teams was passing on Malik Willis in them over and over and over. It just seems like general managers weren't interested on investing too heavy in this draft or giving up anything to like really move up. You've seen some trades here or there, but you ain't see like the one where it's like dude gave up a 2 first to go move up, and you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I see like a couple seconds, a third change hands. The big moves were made, like CDP said, like Raiders getting Adams. If Debo would have went, AJ Brown, like some of the big moves were already made. Like, people gave up picks already. Trey Lance last year. So it just, to me, I don't know. It's just maybe teams are just waiting for next year. Like, nah, I'd rather get players next year, because next year is going to be a better draft. You got probably like 3 good quarterbacks that's going to come out, and maybe that's where the focus was.
Yeah. No, I'll start at the latter part of that. I'll start with the Niners. You say you didn't move one way or another. Well, let me help you move. Move to the fucking negative side. Minus all right, we do need defensive help. Who doesn't defensive win championships? You got the DN from USC, what is it like that, Chris? How y'all do it? How y'all do it out there like that? Shout out to them, All right. But then a fucking running back? Doesn't that boy coach pick up fucking niggas from the grocery store and turn them into a running back? Why you drafting running backs on the second pick? What the fuck you doing? The fuck you doing? And then all right, you need offensive line help too. But a wide receiver? Oh no, a wide receiver? What the fuck? If you gonna give any drafted player $100,000, a wide receiver though? Come on, man. You want to talk about you don't have money? So personally, I was disappointed. Like y'all both talked about, and both said, I was nervous as fuck once I heard the first Hollywood Brown. Shout out to the Ravens, man. They did a good job. That's my overall team. Did the best job for the draft, in my opinion. Like you said, they got football players. They beef up their line. The Ravens just look like, hey, man, we're just gonna run the ball for the next 50 years on you. Try to stop if you can. That's just what the Ravens look like they're gonna do. But it shocked me when they gave up Hollywood Brown, and then AJ Brown went, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? No, please don't let Debo go. Please, please, please don't let Debo go. And he survived the first round. Unfortunately, I think they're gonna franchise that nigga and piss him off. I don't know if he's gonna play or not. Franchise him. Another thing I was I guess shocked of the night, or best moves of the night. You already talked about it. The Jags. You got too much fucking time on your hand. Too much time on your hand. Hutchinson. What more do you want? What more do you want? Dude, I don't know. But shout out to Detroit. Try to lift the curse, because y'all niggas is cursed as fuck. Y'all niggas is cursed. Matt Stafford left, and now he living his best life. Y'all niggas is done. So, try your best to lift that curse if you can.
I'm surprised Detroit didn't take Malik Willis.
What happened?
I'm surprised they didn't take Malik Willis.
Well, I think you're gonna see teams dive back in for quarterbacks next year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might see some crazy trades, like when homie from Alabama, if he's coming out, I think he could come out as a true sophomore. What's some of the other quarterbacks that's coming out? Dude from Ohio State.
Speaking of quarterbacks, what's another thing that shocked me, or I was disappointed in on my own team against the Niners? They couldn't move Jimmy G for a third rounder. Like, man, shit or get off the pot. If you believe in Jimmy G and you want Trey to sit again, that means you fucked up last year when you gave up the farm. If you believe in Trey and you want this fool to go forward, give Jimmy G away for a 5th round draft pick. You try to have your cake and eat it too, and that ain't getting us nowhere. Jimmy G is who the fuck Jimmy G is. But I don't know which one of y'all loves shake and bake the most, but he was sitting over there. He can't get a 6th round draft pick for his sorry ass. My boy Colin Cap can't even get a phone call. Like you were saying, niggas didn't give a fuck about quarterbacks this year. Either they were gonna go with who they got. If you can't replace Jared Goff, if you can't replace who was Seattle's quarterback? Let's be real.
Lock, Drew Lock.
Exactly. If you can't replace Drew Lock, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't want nobody this year. They're like, fuck quarterbacks.
That's what I'm saying. Like Seattle was like, I like where I'm at with Drew Lock over Malik Willis. Because he failed to him over and over and over. And finally Tennessee was like, and I could see that work, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really against Malik Willis. I'm just in the see, when you watch these shows like First Take and Undisputed and NFL, whatever, their job is to hype up the prospect. But they can't make teams draft the player. That's the problem. That's why all these dudes that they're hyping up was sitting their ass there for hella long. Is because that's all they can do is hype them up. But teams is like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all I heard about Malik, his flaw was he played against lower competition, and against lower competition, I think he threw like 15 interceptions or something like that. So that was like a flaw. They're like, you playing against lower competition. Why you got all these interceptions? You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of hurt him right there. He threw too many interceptions against lower skilled schools.
But still though, like to Carl's point, they didn't give a fuck. Minus Pickett, who I did see some of his like 1 or 2 college games, and I seen his tapes. His tapes look good. They're supposed to look good. Minus that dude, they didn't give a fuck about quarterbacks. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, who's the Texans quarterback? Who is that? Is Tua gonna do anything in Miami ever? Like, we could have traded Jimmy G to Miami. They could have been like, let's go.
I think
Tua should he should do something next year.
But I don't think they can move.
Coordinator that they got from the Niners.
Jalen, your boy Jalen Hurts out there. I never give up. Like, come on, man. Like, they didn't give a fuck about quarterbacks this year. Period.
Miami's new head coach is gonna make Tua do something. He gonna put a scheme in there where Tua gonna shine, and then that speed dude, he changes the whole thing. All you gotta do is just send him out there. The whole defense gonna go that way. He just gonna be dumping it off.
I mean, maybe. I got a bonus question though.
They got Waddle on one side and Hunt or whatever on the other side. Motherfuckers run 4 flat 40s. Like,
yeah, but Tua got to stay upright though.
Yeah, I will say this though, like it's kind of weird. It's weird to see a quarterback who releases the ball too slow. You know what I mean? It's like he has a problem throwing the football too slow. There is some concerns with Tua. Like, I think I would give him another chance, but because I think he was better than anybody that they were going to get in this draft. So why not stick it out? Because I mean, there's nobody. Then next year it's a better draft. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. Tua was throwing a lot at wide receivers' feet. You know what I'm saying? Like they're probably gonna run the ball more, but that play action will be nasty if Tua can hit it. Like, cause they gonna have a play action, dude's just gonna be gone.
Oh, that damn speed, boy. Man. And the offensive coordinator from the Niners coming over, I think that'd be all right offensively.
I think other than wide receiver, I don't think teams was interested really in. I mean, running backs. You know, Brees Hall, I think went in the second round to the Jets. You know, he's another dude Jets went and got. You know, after that, you know, Raiders got that dude from Georgia, White. Cook went. You know, but the wide receivers just seem like wide receivers and maybe the offensive lineman. The Kobe Dean fell. That was pretty big. Like that, everybody like damn. Like even I was like, man, like you know what I'm saying? Like he involved in a murder or something behind the scenes I don't know about. Like I don't think Nakobe Dean was better than dude from Utah, Lloyd. But I think Nakobe Dean's good. I think he could be like a poor man's Micah Parsons, but more of a leader. Micah Parsons is like he's like a raw rebel.
Speaking of Michael Parsons in a roundabout way, man, the bonehead this move of the draft for me that I had to see on a replay is Jerry Jones' dumbass giving up the playbook. Like, wait, what the fuck your old ass doing? The draft ain't over. You're like, look here. We got him drafted right here. Like, shut the fuck up. His son had to be like, hold on, Pops. And
hey, cover that up.
Yeah, he's like, just don't show him that. Yeah, that'd be the boneheaded move of the draft. But Jerry got to be Jerry. He got to make something about him. So
getting old.
But yeah, I mean, the draft was, like they said, there was a lot of trades. Teams was like, nah, I'm cool. A lot of teams was trading back.
Well, the word is next year's quarterback's supposed to like blow this one out the water. Like, you know what I mean? The quarterback's coming out. And like I said, I can't really think of nobody off name.
I got a question before we wrap up the draft, man. Y'all both seen, everybody seen?
Got a quarterback that's supposed to be good. Washington State. That USC transfer, the quarterback.
Georgia got somebody.
Yeah,
coming.
The Georgia.
I thought Bama, but I think he's a freshman or something, sophomore.
Yeah, Bama got a quarterback, a black dude.
Yeah.
After this quarterback leave.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. That's right. Yeah.
The next quarterback coming. That boy look like Michael Vick about that motherfucker. With
Bama's quarterback right now, I forget his name. He cool, but he's small though.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Young.
Yeah. He cool, but he's small though.
Bryce Young.
Yeah. But my question with the wide receivers getting, I think it's like 4 or 5 wide receivers drafted in the first round. You know, Hollywood Brown, AJ Brown, they looking to get paid. Dante Adams reset the market. My nigga who hopefully needs to get paid right there gets money. Dante Adams, I think is what, 30s, high 29 or 30?
28.5 or something like that.
Something like that.
So he reset it. Shout out to him. He's number 1 wide receiver, hands down. Give it to him. Was it him or Aaron Rodgers? We'll find out. Give it to him.
Didn't Hunt get more money than him?
Nah, Adams number 1, I think. I think. But
Debo wants to be number 1.
My question is my boy right there worth $25 million with AJ Brown seeking 25 plus and Hollywood Brown won probably 20s? Is he gonna get his 25 million? Is he worth 25 mil?
AJ Brown got 25. He got 4 years, 100 million.
See, so now he's gonna want 27 or 28.
Like I said, like I think me honestly.
For the 49ers, he's worth 25, but other teams, they probably looking at like this is probably his only year he was healthy. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna give him 28? You know? And from his part, he's smart. Like, I had this big ass year. Shit, I'm gonna sit on this. This is the last thing you've seen of me. You know what I mean? This it's the same thing that I say about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, like he tripping. Like he need to get out there and play to put out something good because the last thing we seen of Ben Simmons was choking in Atlanta.
Hold
You
on,
know,
man. Hold on, man. I gotta stop put a break on that, man. You talking about greatness comparing it to Ben Simmons? Sorry ass, man. Come on, man.
let me
Come
finish.
on.
What I'm saying is, let me finish. Debo, he finished on a high. All his stats is on fire. He could sit on that. He could sit out next year. And people was well, what's the last thing he did? Oh, damn near get 2,000 all-purpose yards. He could sit on that.
And
You know,
it didn't work out for that dude in Pitt. Was it Bell?
the most money that he gonna get from anybody is gonna be from the 49ers. Because the other teams, they looking like, well, this is his only year that he was healthy.
Well, I mean, the Jets seem like they're ready to cash him out to whatever he wanted. You know, the Jets are just desperate. They out there with the pressure of New York.
Jets offered the Niners a first round and a fifth round or something like that.
Yeah, but
this year's pick, the Niners shot that down, and some other team they offered a first round and something, and Niners shut that down.
well, the
Niners ain't even like listening to people. People was coming.
Well, the thing that they don't tell people is like they offered a first round, but they wanted a second round.
Yeah.
So really, we just moving up like 30 spots to draft. You know what I mean? And giving up Deebo Samuel. So I'd have been like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, to move up in a bad draft.
But it is though. Teams got to give up some shit. But when Deebo come, they got to pay this nigga. That's why teams ain't just giving like the whole house, because
the Ravens got theirs.
They got to give up
Tennessee got theirs.
No, to say that the Raiders, man, they had way more to work with. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders, you see all the players they signed this year?
Hey, just on principle, I wouldn't have signed them to the Jets. Talking about a first round pick, because that's the first round pick we gave them for Trey Lance. So I'd have been like, go fuck yourself. Give me back my pick for Deebo.
It's gonna be hard because teams can only do so much because they know when he comes, they gotta throw him like 25 and up.
Will he be a Niner in 2 years?
Yeah. If they trade him now, then see, but that's the other thing. Teams have gotten so soft in the front office. It's like the Niners have the Deebo still under contract, and they still could franchise him. They're still the franchise tag. It's like teams.
I'll be able to answer that question. Is if when they franchise him, is he gonna play, or is he gonna do a Jalen Ramsey and say, "Oh, my back, I ain't ready, my back." And then when Jalen Ramsey finally gets traded, he go out there and be an all-pro person. You know, if it's all going to tell. Like whatever if they franchise him and he plays, yeah, he's going to be a Niner. And all this was just some bullshit. But if he don't play, you know what I'm saying? They got to change the rules with these contracts and stuff. Like they gave the players too much power. To me, they gave way too much power. Like, as far as not the money, but as far as not fulfilling their contracts. Like, you know, a player could play two years on a 5-year contract, get an attitude, sit out and be like, I want to go here, I want to go there. Like, nah, they need, it's killing the game, especially in basketball. After this charade that's going on in basketball, the contract's going to change after this year.
I see a point in basketball more than football, because a nigga could break his fucking whatever bone and be done for his life, you know, in football. So you taking that risk every time you go out, you suit up. Where basketball is not as big a risk.
Football, they want the guaranteed money. So I believe
it's there.
The team,
it's not like it's not there. Like I look at it like a big ass pot of gold. Like you ain't telling me you ain't got no gold right there. I see it. It's sitting right there. TV just gave you more.
I agree with the guaranteed money, but at the same time, if I was a commissioner or whatever, I'm gonna give you this guaranteed money, but you're gonna have to guarantee me that no matter what, you're gonna finish this 5 years I'm playing on this contract too. Ain't no. I got into an argument with the coach in my 3rd year of my contract of a 5-year contract. I want to trade now.
No, just on principle, yeah, I agree. But I thought you were talking about like as far as health wise.
Okay, you got a 5-year contract. You only played 3. Now you want to trade. Okay, let's do the math. We're gonna take back some of this guaranteed money then. You know, you got You got to give me back something before I just let you go. After I already gave you all this guaranteed money, you're gonna have to get something back. You can get your trade, but we're gonna have to get something back from you. You're gonna have to give up something. You're gonna have to give up that Lamborghini, that house, all that shit. And you get your walking papers. You know, all guaranteed money and stuff, and these contracts is killing the teams. It's killing the league, man.
As far as Deebo, I just think like when they move Jimmy, they'll pay Deebo, but it's like I think they're like, we gonna move him when we feel like it. Like we just ain't gonna move him because you want to get paid now. But also, you can't move Jimmy until after July. So it's like, you know, I think the Niners are just like, when we move him, we'll pay you. I mean, he's not cleared by doctors, so you can't even trade him.
So you telling me they couldn't trade him with the clause, like for a third rounder? Like, hey, if he passes the physical.
If some team's just willing to be like, he may never get cleared by doctors and play again, I'll take that risk. You know what I mean? But they probably would have had, the Niners probably would have had to like, that's what I'm saying is like, they're not going to give him away. But they also like, okay, we got to pay Deebo, but still, like, we still want what we want for Jimmy. We got this dude for another 2 years. You know what I mean? Possibly. You got him for 1, and then you could franchise him. And then if you really wanted to, you could franchise him again. But let's just say they have him for like another year. So they have a year to move Jimmy and pay him.
The elephant in the room, though, is Bosa.
Yeah, no, I was going to bring up Bosa, too.
I bet you they want to pay Bosa so bad. They want to pay him right now. But they know they pay him, Deebo's going to be right over there like, I'm more valuable to this team. I need more money than that. They're in a hard situation because they know, like, man, because I know they want to pay Bosa first. I know they do. You know what I'm saying? That's why Bosa's so quiet, because they probably told him, like, you're going to get your money, don't trip. We just got to figure. But as far as Jimmy G, I don't think the Niners want to get rid of him. On the low, deep down inside, I don't think they want to let him go.
But they can.
They want that insurance on this young dude that they got. They don't. I mean,
I'll give you that. They're not fully bought into Trey Lance yet.
Championship, like 2 out of the Super Bowl or better, the NFC Championship or better, the last 2 or 3 years. And you just gonna let this guy go for this new guy coming in? I know the hype is real.
Yeah, but
hell yeah. Hold on. Let me get this.
But would you say they advanced that far in spite of Jimmy G? Or would you say like that game that they didn't score an offensive touchdown against the Packers? Like, would you say Jimmy G led them to greatness? Or
from what I'm hearing,
or would you go back to the motherfucking Super Bowl when we was up 20-10 in the third quarter and all this motherfucker had to do to get us in the field goal range and fucking win the Super Bowl? Or he over here just like, Jimmy G is Tony fucking in the worst fucking times. He guaranteed 1 turnover. I'm done. I've been done 2 years ago. I'm done now. You know who's not done? John Lynch is not done.
From what I hear, Jimmy G got the 49ers locker room by the balls. That's from all the players. The players love that cat.
That go back to what we were saying.
That's far right there.
Hold on. That go back to what we were saying off camera. You could be a good man, but we playing football. Playing football. I want you to win.
When the players love you, that's hard to let go of.
Motherfucker, then, hey, be the water boy. Next up, I need somebody to win.
You get rid of him, other players going to want to go.
Look, I noticed the NFL draft, and the draft is all on paper and all that, and I will give my team a shout-out. We on paper, the favorites to win, I think our division, or not the favorites, obviously Super Bowl champs are, but we right there after them. We're very close on the money line to be there heavy, deep in the playoffs again. So Vegas sees something. I don't like the expectations of it because we greedy, we fighters. I like to sneak in there and slap somebody every now and then, but Jimmy got to go. A lot of things got to go. That's the draft. Who knows what happens? Do a better draft next year, Niners. And, fuck Jimmy G. You got to go, bro. You got to go, man.
Trey Lance will start. It's just they can't move Jimmy. So like, what was anybody gonna say? Like, they don't think they want to get rid of him. They can't. Like, somebody will get hurt in training camp. They'll trade Jimmy, and then they'll go. You know what I'm saying? They'll move with Trey Lance.
We need to get rid of Jimmy before the motherfuckers start to wake up and like, is that Baker Mayfield over there sitting on the sideline?
They say Trey Lance is a starter right now, though.
He better be. Better be.
That's a big ass. That's a lot of money. Maybe you're gonna be making sitting on the sideline. They gotta get that done. I don't know what's going on, but they gotta get that done.